Find the mass of a solid in the form of positive octant of a sphere. The equation of the sphere is given, that is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square, and density function is given, that is equal to Cxyz, where c is a constant, and we have to find out the mass of the solid in the form of positive octant of the sphere. We know in a sphere you have 8 octants, and the first of the 8 octants of the 3D sphere is called the positive octant, and here it is given the mass density is equal to c into Cxyz, where c is a constant. To find the mass density, we have to integrate it. We have to integrate the given mass in the given density function, and with respect to x, then with respect to y, and with respect to z. So this is a volume integration or 3D integration, and the equation is given x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square. So z square will be equal to a square minus x square minus y square. So z is equal to square root of a square minus x square minus y square. So this is the z coordinate. Then you find out the y coordinate. In the xy plane, z is equal to 0. So x square plus y square is equal to a square. So y will be equal to a square minus x square square root. And for the x coordinate, we will substitute y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. So x will be equal to a. So for x coordinate, x equal to a. For y, it is equal to square root of a square minus x square square root. And for z, it is x square minus y square square root. Now we will integrate the density function with respect to x, y, z, or we have to find out the volume integration. So in volume integration or triple integration, you have 3 integration. This is your inner integration, and this is your outer integration. And the inner integration is with respect to z, the outer integration is with respect to x, because x here is a constant, and the outer integration have always a constant value. So we have to integrate the density function rho, given density function rho with respect to x, y, and z. Since we have to find out the mass of the solid, we will write the mass in terms of density from the formula density is equal to mass by volume. So mass is equal to density into volume. So density rho into volume, that is equal to dx dy dz, and it is given density function rho is equal to c into xyz. So rho xyz is equal to c xyz dx dy dz, and the limits of integration of z, as we have found out z value, a square minus x square minus y square square root. So 0 to a square minus x square minus y square square root. Because the region of the positive octant of x is from 0 to a, and from y is from 0 to you have found out a square minus x square square root, and the region z is from 0 to a square minus x square minus y square square root. So the integration of z is from 0 to a square minus x square minus y square square root. The integration of y from 0 to a square minus x square square root, and integration of x is from 0 to a. So now let us integrate the given function, density function, in terms of first with respect to z. So if you integrate this with respect to z, you keep xy, c, dx, dy all constants, and if you integrate z with respect to integrate z, putting the integration formula, integration z dz is equal to z square by 2, and the limit of integration is from 0 to a square minus x square minus y square square root. So if you put z value this much, then z square will be equal to a square minus x square minus y square, and here you have xy, so xy divided by 2, so xy divided by 2, you have also a constant c, then dx dy, and the limit of y I have told you from 0 to a square minus x square square root, and limit of x from 0 to a. Now you integrate this function with respect to y. If you integrate the function with respect to y, you multiply xy here, so this will be equal to x into y into a square. I have written x here because here x is a constant, so you write x here, and I have taken 1 by 2 to the outside, so c by 2 x, and if you multiply y with a square, this will be equal to a square y, multiply y with this x square, so minus x square y, multiply y with this y square, so this will be equal to minus yq, and dy dx. So if you integrate the given function, this function with respect to y, the first term will be equal to a square, y square by 2, the second term will be equal to minus x square, y square by 2, the third term will be equal to y4 divided by 4, and limit of integration from 0 to a square minus x square square root into dx. Now you put the upper limit, then you put the lower limit. If you put the upper limit here, you see in the outside you have c by 2, integration from 0 to a x, and if you put y equal to a square minus x square square root, y square will be equal to a square minus x square into a square. Here you have a square divided by 2 minus x square into y square is equal to a square minus x square, so a square minus x square divided by 2 minus, here you have y4, so a square minus x square whole square divided by 4, and if you put 0, then all this term will be 0, so only you have this value. Now you solve this a square. Here you see you have in the LCM of 3 is 4. I have written here 4. So here 2 multiplied by a square. So you have 2a square into a square, 2a4 minus 2a square x square, the second term, minus here 2x square into a square, so 2a square into x square, plus minus and minus plus 2x square into x square, 2x4 minus, and this whole square is equal to, this is a to the power 4 minus x to the power 4 plus 2a square minus x square. So now you solve it. If you solve it, then the first term will be equal to, I have taken c 4 into 2 8, so c by 8, integration from 0 to a, and if you multiply x here, so the first term will be equal to, you see the first term will be equal to, here you have 2a4, you have 2a4, here you have minus a4, so only you have a4, so a4 multiplied by x, so a4x, minus you have 2x square a square, here you have 2a square x square multiplied by x, so this will be equal to 2x a square, and this term 2a square x square and this term 2a square x square, this will cancel. Okay, this term will cancel, then here you have 2x4, here you have minus x4, so only x4 multiplied by x, this x, so this will be equal to x5. Okay, and you integrate this function with respect to x. So in the outside you have c by 8, so integration of a4x with respect to x is a4 a to the power 4 x square by 2 minus the second term 2a square into integration of x cube is x4 by 4 plus integration of x fifth x to the power 6th by 6th, and limit of integration is from 0 to a. So this will be equal to c by 8, and if you put upper integral here a square into a4, so a to the power 6 by 2 minus, if you put x equal to a, so a4 a square a to the power 6, so a to the power 6 by 2, and 2 and 4 they cancels, so a to the power 6 by 2 plus x to the power 6 by a to the power 6 by 6, so this will cancel, a to the power 6 by 2 a to the power 6 by 2 cancel, so c into a to the power 6 divided by 6, 8 into 6 48, so c a to the power 6 divided by 48. So in this way you can find out the mass of a solid which is in the form of the positive octant of a sphere, and the density function is given Cxyz. Thank you.